No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. No one ever sees me, I'm losing every battle. Can somebody save me, I'm losing every battle.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, everyone. How are you doing? My goodness, it's a Friday. It's the last day of April. Today we say thank you and goodbye for April. So get ready to share what you were grateful for that happened in April. So good morning, everyone. This is the Brand Momentum Morning Show. I'm your host, Faith James, and this is your daily, weekly dose of vitamin I. So let's say good morning to the people. And don't forget, if you're with me, share and tag how many fabulous queens are in your lives that need to have some awesomeness poured into them each and every single day. So good morning, beautiful, gorgeous Delita. How are you, my love? Hello. Yes, it's Fab Friday. It is Fab Friday, Jacqueline. Absolutely. Listen, that red dress was like everything. Gorgeous with your yellow heels. So good. That was such a fabulous look. So let's start off. Let's reflect on April. And what do you want to give gratitude for that happened in April? Let's just kind of think. Queens are gracious. Queens are grateful. So share in the comments as you think back to specifically in April, what was good, what was fab. Even if something didn't go as well, queens know how to give gratitude for everything in their life. Scripture tells us in all circumstances, be grateful. So we're grateful for what's perceived as good, and we're also grateful for what's perceived as bad. It's all neutral, right? It's all working for your good. In the ultimate end, it's all working for your good. We're going to be reading Handling Exile Like a Queen. So being exiled, right, could be perceived as a bad thing. But when you can see it from the full 360 view, when you hear me say everything that happens in your life is working out for your good, then you're neutral. Then you just take it as it is. You just sort of take it in stride, in flow. So share and tag and let us read. Queens realize that a seemingly closed door is actually spiritual guidance to move in a new direction. Let me read that again. Queens realize that a seemingly closed door is actually spiritual guidance to move in a new direction. So start thinking about what door closed for you that you thought maybe initially you thought was bad, but then you've since realized it was a good thing, that it was spirit moving you in a new direction. Got fired? Chances are you didn't like the job anyway, but weren't willing to resign. So the universe, in its loving way, made a move on your behalf to escort you into a new career where you'll thrive. Anybody ever had that experience? You want to go, but you're just standing in your weakness. So you just grin and bear it. See it in a new light. Got fired? Spirit moving you in a new direction. Those divorce papers, a queen can admit when she hasn't been happy in a relationship for a long time, and now she's free to attract someone who's perfectly aligned match. Change is necessary in keeping life fresh. It's no different than, now we're in the throngs of spring cleaning and pruning and sprucing up the yard. You prune and cut back the trees, you prune and cut back the shrubs, the bushes, so that it can sprout new, beautiful, more gorgeous leaves, flowers, etc. Good morning, beautiful Carrie. How are you, gorgeous? I love it. Let's see. I love it. Grateful for my new work, making mega money. So grateful I was able to live my desired life. So grateful for the passive income. Yes. And grateful to publish her book. Jacqueline's new book came out in April. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jesus. Amen. What else, people? What else are we grateful for? Let us sprinkle the airwaves with gratitude. Okay. So change is necessary in keeping life fresh. It's humans who become overly attached to circumstances staying the same. Spirit is alive and ever evolving. And if our soul is available for growth, we can anticipate change on a regular basis. And beyond anticipating change, when it does appear, our role as queens is to welcome it, embrace it, and open up to how our lives will be blessed in much bigger ways as a result of trusting Spirit's direction. Like I said yesterday, don't keep looking at the closed door and you're not seeing this window just opened over here. Spirit is guiding you in a new direction. Just be in allowance, because you can't control it anyway. And when you worry is just praying for the thing that you don't want to happen. And Paul in the scripture says, the thing that I feared the most has come upon me. The thing that he feared the most. That means if it's the thing you fear the most, you're spending a lot of time wringing your hands, worrying like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? The thing he feared the most has come upon me. Okay. The key here is to first remember that whatever the exile is, it's not human rejection. It's Spirit's redirection. Wow. Can we sit with this for a second? Because when something happens so you get fired or, your relationship ends, we see it as human rejection. He rejected me. She rejected me. They rejected me. As opposed to God is moving me in a new direction and to give joy for that. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I love this. Jacqueline says, I'm very grateful to step out of my comfort zone and do it. Even if my language is perfect or maybe is not perfect, I'm showing up and getting new clients. Thank you. Exactly. Being unbothered. Good morning, beautiful Khadijah. How are you, sunshine? I've missed you. How are you? So let's see it in not human rejection. It's Spirit, it's God moving us in a new direction. Wow. When this is your starting place, you will have faith that your good is coming to you. We live in a gloriously abundant world. Yes, we do. With almost 8 billion people on the planet, yes, your soulmate exists. And with endless possibilities in the global marketplace, there's a perfect career for you. We think we're big idea people and therefore have thought about all of the possible options. But if our belief leaves us limited, sad, depressed, or in any form of suffering, I can assure you something else is possible. Spirit always has a plan. So good. Your power to discern. Discernment is one of the spiritual gifts. I pray for this all the time. Esther didn't fall victim to the inner monologue of the injured feminine instinct. She didn't blurt out, "I'll never be picked to be queen. He'll never think I'm beautiful enough." That's how modern day women take ourselves out of the game all the time. I'm just not that talented. No one cares what I have to say. Other women are so much better than me. A queen knows that all this negative self-talk holds zero truth. Having excellent judgment about when to speak up and when to let a situation play out is a cornerstone quality of a queen. I see so many women self-destruct by not developing this attribute. I've witnessed women in loving relationships or incredible jobs who are unwilling to speak up about small matters and let their dissatisfaction escalate into an unnecessary explosion and completely destroy any chance of repair. In most cases, simply discerning for herself that it was important to share her perspective in the first place would have gotten her exactly what she desired. Although Esther did, and in the end, reveal the truth in order to save her people, the time she spent keeping her Jewish identity to herself was discerning. The wisdom here is that not all pieces of information must be shared with everyone all the time. As queens, we get to keep our own physical and emotional safety in mind when we choose what to disclose and to whom. Thank you, my love, Khadija. I so appreciate you. I received that. Good morning, gorgeous Melody. How are you? Welcome to the CEO Bootcamp. Oh, by the way, a positive. So now we're talking about attractive energy. A positive attitude aids in your discernment powers. The scripture said Esther had a pleasing disposition. So queens don't just walk around mad, trying to mean mug people into doing things for them. A pleasant disposition and attractive personality is key. That attractive energy got her noticed by the right people, which opened her up to receiving the title of Queen of Persia. It's not just about having a great attitude when everything is going the way you want. It's developing the emotional maturity to also maintain optimism when challenging circumstances present themselves. Believing that a fantastic outcome is always available opens you up to new ideas, solutions, and abundance. Every thought has a vibration to it. And if you're thinking high vibrational thoughts, especially during a difficult time, you will magnetize high vibrational solution to your dilemma. If you walk around thinking everybody's against you, nothing's working out for you, why do you have all these problems? That's exactly what you're going to get. Good morning, beautiful Brenda Swanson. How are you, gorgeous? Yes. And I mean, we've not even started. We're starting on Monday, but we've already started, right, Melody? Yeah, those of you who are in the Facebook group, the private Facebook group, already know you've got work to do. Because listen, let me just tell you this: the boot camp is not. It's not the campfire. We're not singing songs. We're not doing kumbaya. Boot camp is transformational. The boot camp is work. The boot camp's going to get you out of your way. So we start to work even before we start, right? So if you can just shift your thought pattern, because thoughts become things. Whether you understand that, just know that it is universal truth. Your thought becomes things. That's why in leadership, when we say, how did you source this? Because we're all 100% responsible. Your thoughts, oh, this is such a tough thing. Oh, this doesn't work out. You're walking around emanating low frequency, low vibration energy. That's going out and causing its like companion to come back to you. Hear Paul's word. The thing I feared the most has come upon me. So when you walk around, even in the face of reality, what looks like, oh, this doesn't seem like it's really working out for you. Why are you so calm? It's that Jesus peace, Peace, that peace that passes all understanding. You want to get you some of that. Oh, the contract didn't go through. All right. I see that as God telling me that wasn't going to be your ideal client anyway. Two people who you thought were going to come into the boot camp didn't. That's God letting me know those aren't your ideal people anyway. I'm saving you from trauma and agita. So I just remain neutral. If they come, wonderful. They don't come, wonderful. Everything is wonderful. People sometimes wonder, it's like, why are you always so like up? It's because I practice this every single day. Every single day. This is my way of being. So if we can get aligned to that, something didn't work out, it's all for my good. The carpenter didn't, do the baseboards as I instructed, and then there's like a half a piece. It's all for my good. How did I source this? What do I learn from this? What in this moment is working out for me? It could be patience. It could be an opportunity to see your design in a different way. So now maybe that the baseboard didn't get completely done the right way. You're like, you know what? Maybe I need some wainscoting instead. Maybe it's not the baseboard. And that gives you an opportunity to see your design in a new look. Do you guys, is this landing? You're getting what I'm saying? It's so easy to fall prey and fall victim to the negative talk. But what has the negative talk done for you lately? And break out a little Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah. What has your negative self-talk done for you lately? Right? So why not sing a new song? Why not dance to a different beat? You know what? This is for my good. I get to learn patience. I get to build up my ability to see things differently, not to be so fixed in the way that I thought, you know what? Yep. Maybe the baseboard doesn't go there. That's why the carpenter, who's a skilled person, couldn't figure out how to get that last piece in. It's not the baseboard. We need wainscoting, or we need new wallpaper, whatever it is. Just stay open to possibilities. It's such a good place to be. So modern day mentors. Being mentored was an essential element in Esther successfully fulfilling her calling. Yes, shout out to Haggai. Though she might have looked abandoned and alone, the universe set it up for her to always have guidance from both Mordecai and Haggai. See, sometimes it's not about having a gang of people in your life. You just need to have the right people in your life. So she was orphaned, she was exiled. But listen, the main two, Mordecai and Haggai, was enough. Was enough. I love this. Yes, 100%, Khadijah. Carrie says, I had an epiphany as you read. I'm living the life I've always dreamed of. I am now at the place where I need to dream a bigger dream. All my life, I've craved to be more comfortable, to be better than the circumstances I grew up in, have a steady job, and be able to pay my bills in full and on time every month. Exactly. So you see, this is causing Carrie to say, wait, there's more. The commercials, but wait, there's more. There is more. There is an epic life waiting for Carrie, an epic life that goes beyond just being comfortable, an epic life that goes beyond just being able to have a steady job and just being able to pay the bills in full. It's time. I love it. It's time to dream a bigger dream, because what do I tell you about nature? Nature is our blueprint. The tree doesn't just come here and go, you know what? This corner right here by the house is good. My leaves are just barely touching the wall. I'm good here. I'm going to stay. The tree does its tree stuff And it just grows. And it matters not that its leaves are touching up against your wall and that pretty soon the branches are going to be now on top. The tree does not care. And unless and until you physically move that tree, it's just going to continue to do tree stuff. It's just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. I love that, Carrie. I love that you had that epiphany. Good morning, beautiful angel. Another CEO in the house. What? Yes. My epic life just started. I'm blown away. I'm so blessed and grateful. Amen and amen. Absolutely. The epic life starts now. So having the right people. It's not about a gang of people who are sitting on the sidelines of your life, eating popcorn peanuts and telling you what to do. It's having the right mentors in the game, on the field with you. So being mentored was an essential element in Esther successfully fulfilling her calling. Though she might have looked abandoned and alone, the universe set it up for her to always have guidance from both Mordecai and Haggai, and she wisely followed their advice. Hashtag stay coachable. When humans lived in tribes that included 4 generations in tight-knit proximity, astute input was built into the way of life. Historically, women received counsel from the elders, both male and female, on rites of passage, spirituality, relationships, cooking, parenting, the arts, survival, and so on. Modern day women raised in Western culture are much more isolated, making professional guidance necessary for successfully navigating to their full potential. All people at the height of success, professional athletes, Olympians, A-list actors, multi-platinum rock stars, business moguls, heads of state are known to work with coaches, mentors, advisors, and experts, and a queen is no exception. So if you have been alone, what did it say here? She looked abandoned and alone, but she had her mentors. She had her high performance mentors, Haggai and Mordecai. Who do you have? Who do you have? That is not just once in a while, you might meet them on the street and they give you a good word and months go by. Who do you have that's daily in your life, breathing life into you, speaking potential and possibility into you, showing you the way forward? This is how it was. What is yours now? Good morning, Juliet. Woo woo, another CEO in the house. I love it, love it. Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, Marion. How are you? So yes, this is the thing. Modern day women, you need to go get you a mentor, like a Mordecai, like a Haggai, who's going to be there and be able to see the playing field for you, right? Because remember when Mordecai said to her, you got to go to the king. And she's like, oh, but wait, no, the king says, don't come for me unless I send for you. And he said, but what if you were created for a time such as this? That was the coach speaking possibility into you. That is the coach speaking life into you. That is the coach giving you their belief when your belief might be a little low. I always say to my clients, borrow my belief, use my evidence, look at me. In 2016, when I was just starting out, I could only sell a package for $297. And now, 2021, my one-on-one package is $50K. Oh, by the way, I didn't share this Momentum crew. We have hired a dog manager. Do you remember me telling you? See, this is what I'm telling you when it's so important to have coaches and mentors in your life. I never knew anything about a dog manager, house manager. 2 of my mentors who are multimillionaires, I see them and I observe and I'm like, what? That's a thing. So I don't have to take because this is the thing, right? If you were at the pricing strategy masterclass with Dr. Ken, he talked about most times we don't put a value on our time. We're like, oh, it's free time. It's just me. It costs me nothing. No, ma'am. It costs you everything. So when I would be having to take my time off, go to Banfield or wherever, I was taking fancy when I was in Port St. Lucie, and either sit and wait or be on call, because anytime they say, oh, she's ready now, then I got to stop and right. So that's like 2 hours out of the day, let's just say. What could I have been doing? What could I have been causing in those 2 hours? So you have to think about highest and best use of your time. And so ever since I heard David talk about the fact that he has a dog manager and that all he does is play with his dog, I was just dumbfounded. I'm like, what is this concept he's talking about? But it so stirred something in me. And I was like, yeah, so if I see somebody who's living the epic life that I am desirous of, what you do is you go work with them and you sit at their feet and you get the blueprint and you do exactly what they do. So, yep, we have hired a dog manager. Fancy is now under new management. So it's just crazy to me, because when you say it and you believe it and you just let God make it work out for you. Like, that was not a plan. We'll talk about what are we celebrating in April. Yeah, I'm celebrating in April. Loads of awesome things. But one of them is Miss Fancy is under new management. So think about that. Do you have a coach in your life? Do you have a mentor in your life? Right? And when I say manager, like, she's going to take her to get all of her business done. When she needs to get her comprehensive, she needs to go get her medicine. She'll go get her medicine, bring it home. We don't have to worry about any of that anymore. We just get to have fun with Miss Fancy now. So I want you to think about that for you. What is that? Oh, let's see. Jacqueline says she just got back. And okay, 4 more to go. 5 is my intention. Oh, fantastic. I love it. Handle your business, Jacqueline. I love it. I love it. She drives up with her van every 6 weeks and take care of Bella. Exactly. And now when she has to go in and get her, because then she has to get her teeth cleaned, she has to go on a general anesthesia. That's like a whole day thing for me. And especially now that I'm on the West Coast, we have to take her into Naples. That's easily an hour to and from. So now the dog manager handles all of her stuff. Take her, get her things done, pick her up from the doctor, bring her back home. I love it. Yeah. All right. So think about that for you, for your life. Modern day women, you get to have the same thing. If I didn't have a mentor, if I didn't have a multi-million-dollar mentor in my life that I could see a new possibility, I didn't know nothing about no dog manager before. Forget about that. Trust me, the house manager is coming next. But it's about freeing. What I'm seeing is it's about freeing up my time, because one of my big challenges was like, I'm so busy. I don't have time. My to-do list is like a mile long. So this is a way to free up your time so you can do the thing that you absolutely love. You can get into your life and get into your epic dreaming and figure out your next big move, as opposed to doing tasks that other people can do. So when I say highest and best use, it's like a real estate term. The highest and best use of this land is this, and that's where most city councils will zone real property for its use, for its highest and best use. Are you in your highest and best use? Are you doing the things that you can do, only you can do, that's the highest and best use of your skills and talents? Or are you wasting time, dilly-dallying, doing things that you could hire out? So for example, one of the things in the CEO bootcamp is, for at least one project, all of the CEOs get to use the VA team, use my VA team to do a project for you. Because if you're still doing your own graphic design, you're still doing your own email templating, you're not in full queen mode. You're not in highest and best use. And I want you to see it as potential and possibility for yourself. Just like even for me, I was like, what is this concept? Well, you have somebody to manage your house? Like, what is going on? Like, why? And now my mind has been expanded. They say, like, when you have like an elastic band in a pants or something, once it's stretched out, it never goes back to the former elastic. Now my mind has been expanded. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you're living. I got it now. I'm good. I'm on board. I'm enrolled. Okay, so why is having a mentor not more pervasive in our culture? Mentoring is about receiving support. So, to the degree that a woman doesn't have this set up for herself, the injured feminine instinct has gotten in the way. If you don't have a mentor in your life, your injured feminine instinct has gotten in your way. Many complaint women don't hire a mentor because they don't want to impose by asking for help or haven't given themselves permission to invest in themselves. Defiant women can be averse to receiving support because they think it makes them look weak, or they stubbornly believe they alone have all the answers and can handle it. A queen knows that expert guidance is essential for maximum success. So if you want to quantum leap your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, you get a mentor in your life, you get a coach. If you want to take the long road, then you do it on your own. You absolutely do it on your own, because when I started working with my new mentor, Shanda, I was just like completely blown away by this woman. And like looking at what she's doing and how she's running her company and how she sets up her time. And she takes, she takes 5 months off a year. She calls it flex time. And she's not doing any work. And basically it nets out to a week each month. She's not working. And you run a what? You run an 8-figure multi-million-dollar empire and you're out 5 months. It's possible. So again, my mind is now extended. I'm seeing a new potential, new possibility. So if I didn't have her as a mentor and coach in my life, I wouldn't, right? My mind would still be narrow and still be closed. So I'm not saying everybody gets one today, but let's make the declaration that you understand that from this point today, you are no longer naive or ignorant to the power of having a mentor / coach in your life, right? So defiant women think I can handle it. Think about your own life. In what area would you benefit from receiving personalized support? Fortunately, the subject range is limitless. From personal to professional realms. Looking to start dating again effectively to get out of toxic relationships or improve your marriage? Thousands of qualified relationships coaches and therapists are available to take on new clients. Looking to deepen your intuition and connection with the divine? An abundance of spiritual mentors are waiting to serve you. Have an idea for a side hustle but don't know where to start? Hire a business coach. Ready to slim down and increase your energy? Countless health coaches and naturopaths who have healed their own bodies are ready to help you achieve your wellness goals. Struggling with your toddler or teenager? An experienced parenting coach or counselor can help you restore your sanity and your morning routine. Whatever area of your life would benefit from mentorship, find someone who has already done. See, this is what I just said. Find someone who has already done what you desire or as close to it as possible. There are all kinds of services from free to high-level programs to choose from. Find the starting place that's right for you and schedule an appointment today. I've participated in every range of support from no-cost training to significant investments, and I would not be where I am at personally or professionally without all of the incredible, wise, and talented people I am proud to say have mentored me. So we yes, Melody, set it as the intention and it's done. Because here's what's possible. When you have somebody handling those things for you, you have time to be on a Zoom call with the global team from Tokyo talking about their next corporate event, right? If you're busy doing tasks that somebody else can hire, and let me tell you guys, Fiverr, Fiverr, let Fiverr be your friend. I have said this countless times. My Brand Accelerator online course would not have gotten up and completed and on the AppSumo platform if I didn't hire a Zapier expert from Fiverr to help me figure out the codes, because what was happening, what I was doing, right? I was in my defiance. I can handle it. I'm tech savvy. I can figure this out. And wasted so many hours looking at the videotape, trying to see what he's talking about, then trying it. Oh, error. Re-looking at the videotape, try a new thing, error. I mean, hours gone that I can never get back. And that's how I want you to see it. I want you to see it as hours gone that you will never get back. So think about that. All right, let's do a little bit of, we started and then some more momentum, people came in. So let's go back. April, what are you celebrating in April? What are you giving gratitude for that happened for you in April? So Jacqueline already shared about her new book being published. And I want to hear from all of you, because this is what gets to happen. You get to take a moment to look at what worked and celebrate it, and be in that energy of like, wow, this is good. This happened. What happened for you in April that you are celebrating? And so you want to be with the quickness of all the good in your life. If you're having to go like, that's a clue. Notice that about yourself. Notice that about yourself, because let me ask you guys, who does a daily gratitude journaling? Not once in a while, not when, I kind of remember, that you have a practice. Let me call it a practice, that you have a gratitude practice, that by the hook or by the crook, every day you are journaling, writing. For those of you who are at the training, voice recording your gratitude. Let me see. Okay, Jacqueline. Yep, absolutely. I know Jacqueline does it every single day. Who else? You have a gratitude practice, and we get to be laser on that definition. A practice means we're doing it every single day. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Isn't there a song like that? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Right? There is a song like that. Who else? Who else is in practice with their gratitude? Okay, great. Marion says she streamlined some aspects of her business and she's grateful for that. So wonderful. That was done in April. Perfect. Is there anybody else within the sound of my voice, and even if you're watching on replay, I want you to answer this, that has a gratitude practice? That means you have, so this is my gratitude journal. I have several. As soon as I go through them, I just pick up another one. I mean, I have like a stock room of journals. That you have a journal that's dedicated, not that you pick up a piece of paper and scratch it here and you write something in a different notebook, that you could pull something out. If I came to your place and I said, show me your gratitude journal. Fancy. See, this is why she gets to go into management. She needs to go play. That you have a gratitude journal. And if you don't, then go ahead and say no, because I'm not going to let the silence be a trick for you. Do you, or you either do or you don't? Okay, so perfect. It's okay, great. So this is, you see what I'm saying, or this is a practice. This is a practice. This is something that you're doing with rigor, with consistency. Okay, Juliet says, I'm not lasered, but just am thankful every single day. And that's good. But there is something magical that happens. I learned this from one of my clients. When you write, when you're writing, that stream of consciousness that goes from your brain that's connected down your arm to your hand, there's something magical about that connection. that you get to a practice is non-negotiable. So, and that's super fantastic. Khadija, I'm going to invite you, I'm going to invite Juliet to develop a practice. Develop a practice of actually writing out what it is that you're grateful for. It will be miraculous for you. Trust me. By when, Khadija? By when are you going to start your gratitude practice? Meaning a dedicated journal that the only thing, so this is how we do it. You're welcome, my love. You have a dedicated, not a half a book that had some other stuff written and now you're using the rest. Leave that for something else. See, we love it. Leaders are fast leaders. Success loves speed. Tonight, I love it. That you have a journal that is dedicated, identified as your gratitude journal, that the only thing you put in there, and I'm going to, and what I do as well too, is I date it. So let me see if I can bring this up here. Right. And you see, I just go all the way down. And at the end, I put, I'm grateful for Jesus. Whatever I'm grateful for that either have something specifically happened the day before, the week, something that's ongoing, right? This is it. This is what you, so there, it's a thing, it's tangible. You can look at it and see it. Yes. See, that's perfect. You see what Juliet just did? And she's giving gratitude for the fact that she's here with me this morning and she got this advice. It's the little teeny tiny things, because when you can get into gratitude, like I'm grateful my husband got me this pen, this new pen that he's like the ball pen. It's like beautiful. It writes, it's the ink just like oozes onto the pages. That's a little thing to be grateful for. In all circumstances, scripture says, gratitude. Yes. Beautiful. So that is key to developing a practice, that it's something that you do, that it's a non-negotiable, because you're shifting your physical energy. You're shifting your energy into, now you're like a heat-seeking missile, because I'm telling you, there are times when I'm seeing them like, right? Now my brain becomes a heat-seeking, it's a gratitude-seeking missile. It's looking at, okay, what? Okay, so then I'm putting myself in remembrance of all the good things. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right. I had a great conversation. With Angel. We laughed so hard. Yeah, I'm grateful for that conversation with Angel when she was driving in the car. It could be that simple. It gets to be that simple. Good morning, beautiful Nicole. How are you, gorgeous? Oh, that's so wonderful. Thank you, my love. I received that. I really do. It means the world to me, because that's what the mission of the show is, to be a sweet source of inspiration. It could be a small step, a big step. My intention is just that everybody keeps moving forward, that we're all in momentum, moving toward our epic life, moving toward this idea of more life, that we're not stagnated. Do you guys know the difference between water that's sitting and water that's flowing? What's the energy? What's the essence? What's the aura? What's the aroma of still stagnated water versus water that's just flowing? So if you can embody that visual today and just keep that with you, that you're just going to be water flowing, water just seeking more places to go. It's never like, oh, you know what? We flowed all the way down here. Let's just stop here. We're good. Now the water's backed up. Now we're talking about a dam, and it's like a whole different scenario. But when water is in its full expression, it flows out until it gets to where the sea. And then it's still in more life. So that's what we get to do. So let's think about for April. So what else are we grateful for? What else happened for you in April? We're saying thank you and goodbye to April today. Okay, Khadijah, take care. We're saying thank you and goodbye to April. What are you grateful for that happened for you in April? Let's see it. Could be small things. Doesn't have to be big, huge, monumental things. In fact, it's good when you can give things for the small thing. Give thanks for the small things, right? Scripture says, never despise small beginnings. So if you're thinking about something in your business, the way that Marian said she was able to streamline just, a couple things in her business, you celebrate that. Absolutely celebrate that. So we're going to wrap. This was a fun month of reading. I am grateful for each and every one of you. I am grateful for your dedication to yourself. I'm grateful for your dedication to your own momentum, that you show up here every single moment that you can, and that you watch the replays and that you comment. And I'm grateful that it's making a difference in your life. I'm grateful that it sparks something in you, and that this is just the beginning, that this is just the beginning, and it's going to be a fantastic May. We're setting intentions that May just becomes, just as the flowers are going to be just in full bloom, that so is your life, so is everything that you are desirous of is just in full life. I am claiming that, declaring that over each and every one of you, that you continue to do the work, you continue to show up, you continue to take inspired action, even when, and especially when it feels uncomfortable. This is what you get to remember, that when you're being stretched, when you're being, you might feel it as being challenged, that's where the growth is. All right. When you think about a caterpillar that's, turning it, is in the cocoon, and now it's not coming out to a butterfly. That's not like an easy, like, whoop, oh, here I have emerged the butterfly. If you go find some YouTube video and see a caterpillar coming out, it's push, it's pull, it's tug, it's right. Evidence childbirth. You don't just go, oh, I'm pregnant. Oh, look, the baby's come out. Joy to the world, right? We have a little bit of pushing and a little bit of tugging and a little bit of nipping and a little bit of snipping and pain and agita. But the joy comes in the morning when you go through it and you realize, wow, it was totally worth the push. It was totally worth the struggle. It was totally worth all of it, because now you've come out beautiful, just magnificent on the other side. So Melody says she's grateful. She's unblocking and releasing what doesn't serve her because of the leadership course. Yay, absolutely. Getting great info from the list power and sign up for the CEO intensive. Boom. Like Melody's April is on fire. This is exactly what I did, right? So when I signed up for the first, Millionaire Mindset Mentorship, and then I signed up for like 3 more after that and just signed up for another, like this is the energy that I'm telling you, that I am so certain and so determined that my epic life is now, that I am just diving in. I am diving in. I'm embodied, even though nevertheless, because if you're just wanting to be comfortable, it needs to be easy. Everything needs to be in its nice little, I can promise you, you will end up staying exactly where you are. So you get to be honest with yourself. If you're looking for big, huge, mega shifting, that a lot of the celebrities, a lot of the people in business that you see and you think, oh, they've had it so easy. It's like, yeah, overnight success. It's like a 20-year overnight success, because you haven't seen all of the toiling, all of the discipline, all of the self-discipline. Self-discipline is a key attribute that you get to really embody. That even when you feel like, oh, I want to just go in a hammock and relax, that you still get to push. Of course, there are going to be times when, we talk about that harmony where you're not, all burning all the time, but that you get to understand that a rocket, I'm going to leave you with this. When you see a rocket on the launch pad, a rocket, in order to blast off and go up into orbit, outer space, a rocket burns 90% of its fuel. Think about this. 90% of the fuel on board is burnt just to get that rocket up. So you get to be prepared and ready and fully in that knowing and understanding that, yes, in order to get to liftoff, and Houston, we have liftoff. In order to be able to say that, 90% of the fuel on board is gone, because it takes so much efforting and energy, so much force to keep that trajectory exactly where it gets to be and to go into orbit. Because then once you're in orbit, then you're like, oh yeah, we're just doing this thing. We're just like, in the orbital flow, and it's easy and it's zhuzh. But you got to burn 90% to get there. What are you willing to burn? How much are you willing to burn to get where your epic life starts? Because when you're in orbit and it's just like, there's no gravitational pull, right? Amazing. Exactly. So exactly, that's a great example. The little things, right? My hubby brings me my smoothies in the morning. I'm grateful for that. So you see what I'm saying? It's like little teeny tiny things. Jacqueline's husband's bringing lunch. Simple little things, but that you are grateful and that you are actively, and you're writing it down and you're making it a process. So now your brain knows, like, okay, she's really serious now about her gratitude. It's next level. Grateful for the advice received that helps me with the balance between work and personal life, and you're grateful for the show. And I'm grateful for you, Marion. You're such a loyal person that you always show up, and I'm grateful for that. Change and opportunity. Wait a minute. Yes, ma'am. Did you hear me read that, Nicole? Hold on. We get to do a little remix for Nicole. I don't know if Nicole heard that. So when we read Handling Exile Like a Queen, queens realize that a seemingly closed door is actually spiritual guidance to move in a new direction. Got fired? Chances are you didn't like the job anyway, but weren't willing to resign. So the universe, in its loving way, made a move on your behalf to escort you to a new career where you'll thrive. My love, congratulations. What are you grateful for about this, right? This will absolutely open new doors. Oh, okay, great. So you see, this is confirmation, Nicole. This is God giving you confirmation that if you felt like, I don't know what happened, that's just confirmed for you. That's God putting you in a new direction. So now you get to be quiet. Now you get to be reflective. Now you get to think, okay, what's the next move? And now, more than anything, it's the best time for you to go into the direction of your dreams. We absolutely get to have a conversation, Nicole, because it's the same thing that happened with Melody. Melody was in hospitality for over 12 years, and recently was like, oh, we're going to downsize. And you know what Melody's doing now? She's diving into her dream. Did you hear what she just said? This is what she did after being laid off. She enrolled in leadership. She enrolled in list power, and she just signed up for my CEO intensive. So Nicole, I want you to think about that. Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. But absolutely, I'm sending you so much love and power. It pushed me. There you go. There you go. I love it. I love how God works. It's just like such good stuff. Beautiful. Sit in that, journaling on your feelings on, okay, what's next? What do I want? Keep asking yourself that question today, Nicole. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? So good. All right, beautiful people. Thank you for an amazing April. May we come up with a new book. So I'll be working on that this weekend, and I will see everybody on the 3rd. So many good things are happening on the 3rd, right? We absolutely absolutely get to step into May like, whoa, like, how are you rolling into May? May 3rd, the CEO Bootcamp kicks off. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful that this program has come to fruition, to life, that the board of directors that we're amassing, I mean, it's just amazing. So Serena Jindal, who's a Hollywood actress and film producer, has just said, yes, she will be a board of directors for you. So for the CEOs who are enrolled, she's going to come serve as part of your board of directors to give you mastermind with you, to give you idea. I mean, who wants to mastermind with a Hollywood actress? Yeah, I get to call her friend. You get to call her director, board of directors. So I am just so grateful. Yes, absolutely. This is from Melody, who Melody just went through that. So we're absolutely, Nicole, we're all standing in support of you. Reach out. What do you need? I'm going to tell you, get clear on what is it that you want. What has been the sort of quiet burning desire in your heart that you never allowed to speak loudly. Now you get to give it some life. Now you get to hear it full. Put your hand on your heart and say, heart, what would you have me know? What would you have me do? What would you have me do? What do I want? Your questioning today is going to be powerful. You will have your journal handy. You'll write everything that comes up. All right, my loves. So go have a fabulous weekend. It is Fab Friday. It is also it's Financially Free Friday. So that means today you get to go check out your money. You go open up your bank account. You get to go look at it. And listen, never be afraid to look at your bank account. You're like, ooh, what's that energy of I'm afraid to look at my bank account is what's going to come upon you. You should be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see. And you're going to give gratitude for what you see there. It doesn't matter. Don't judge it. Don't be like, oh my gosh, it's only like $2,100. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have $2,100 in my bank account. I'm so happy and grateful now I have 20,000. Whatever your number is, it doesn't matter. Be grateful for it. I love you guys so much. Let me know if you have any questions about, yes, absolutely, Nicole. We're standing for you. Let me know if you have any questions about the CEO intensive. Go here to the website, go check it out, go see what's going on. Remember what I just read from you from Gina DeVee, who is a multimillionaire woman who's telling you that she wouldn't be where she is today without hiring mentors and coaches. So get out of your head this idea that I'm going to figure it out on my own, because if you're going to figure it out on your own, it would have already been done. Like, I just get to bring the heat to you and just bring the truth to you. It would have already been done. And so today from this morning's $1 Million Morning Mastermind that I'm in, I'm going to read you what the thought for the day was. Intelligence is the process of organizing things in a new order to produce a new result. That's being intelligent. So you want a new result? You get to organize things in a new order, do different things for new result, right? We know the opposite of that is insanity. Doing the same things the same way you've already been doing them and expecting a different result, right? Intelligence is the process of organizing things in a new order to produce a new result. That's what we worked on in $1 Million Mindset this morning. So what are you going to organize in a different way, in a new way, to get you a new result? Go check out the CEO Intensive. I'm going to send you off with so much love. I'll see you guys next week. For those of you who are already enrolled, I'm so excited. It's going to be fire. Come ready, get a new journal, get ready to go. We're going to work. You're going to have assignments. You're going to be transformed. And I'm going to be so grateful I get to witness it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.